it's Catherine. Today I have a video for you on planning for a balanced month. So we're going to get out our planners and look at how we can best put together a schedule that covers both our work, school, or family responsibilities and other things like self-care and actually having fun in the midst of doing all of the work that we need to do and fulfilling the commitments that we've made, but making sure that we always are looking after ourselves and making room for the things that fulfill us and make us happy every day. In addition to giving you planner tips, I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Blogilates Focus Journal. It's a 2017 and 18 academic journal. I ordered it the day it came out, so it's brand new, and we'll be going through this and looking at all of the new features and my thoughts on it as a brand new planner. This is not a sponsored video. These are my own honest thoughts about a product that I bought with my own money. So let's jump in and start looking at the Focus Journal and then get to planning ourselves. So in case you haven't heard of the Focus Journal, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. This is from Blogilates, which is a YouTube channel made by Cassie Ho, and she started out just doing Pilates videos, and now she has an entire Pilates clothing and accessory line. And I decided to invest in this particular planner as opposed to any other because I know that Blogilates are always going to test their products really well and design them with us, the users, in mind, and they always get a lot of our feedback and use really, really good materials. So I knew that this was probably going to be a really good planner when I saw it come up on their website. And there's been a lot of hype around the Focus Journal. I think for about a year now, they've been suggesting that they would come out with an academic planner, and they've been looking for our feedback on Facebook and Instagram and all kinds of other social media. So I've been really excited to see what the final product looks like since it has so many of the fans and the users' voices contributing to this that I hold in my hands. So let's jump in and start looking at the pages themselves. So first off, really cool stretchy band here that keeps the journal together. It's also got a really strong binding here and awesome cover, cool metallic holographic design that says 1718 and Blogilates on the back, which I love because I like to advertise the brand itself because I really love Blogilates. Now also goes really well with my mermaid leggings from Blogilates themselves, so if I ever wanted to do Pilates or yoga and plan together, I would be really coordinated. So if we open it up, we'll see the front page already has really cute pencil design on it, and we've got tabs for every month of the year. And you'll see that, again, a lot of thought has been put into color coordination, creating a nice graphic design for the pages. There's a really cool list of 3 things to accomplish on the side of the month view, and they do this on every month. So looking at the week view, they've broken the days down into hours, which is really helpful for students or people who work from home or don't have a 9-to-5 job and are in one place for the whole day. So you can plan everywhere that you have to be, whether you're in 5 places in one day or just one. And then down at the bottom, we've got goals, ideas, don't forget, and projects in boxes so that you can pretty much have room for notes on anything that you would need on this page. But it doesn't stop there. So when you turn over the page, you will see the extended week view, which is kind of revolutionary in the world of planners. As far as I'm concerned, I've not seen anything like this before. You get space for every single day. You have room to track your water, track your sleep, track your meals, track your workout, and my favorite is for the workout tracking spot, they've got a little icon of a Pilates or a yoga mat. Then you've got your very long to-do list for every single day. So what the Focus Journal has really tried to do is to bring together everyday work and project planning with planning for being healthy and looking after yourself, which I think is really cool and really helpful for all of us to have something in a planner that reminds us to do these things. And over on the side, we've got the doodle space, which is really important for me. I often don't want to make just a normal list of things that I need to do. I like to mind map and to draw things out and to have space to just kind of play on the page. So that's something that I always want to see in my planners. And at the end of the month, you have a recap space where you can reflect on things that you've done well, things that you want to improve on, things that you're grateful for, etc. And then every month you get a new graphic design background, which I think is just the cutest thing, and it's themed per month. And at the very end of the journal, there's space for a yearly recap, which is kind of like the reflective version of what you did at the beginning of the journal. So things that you did learn, that you did accomplish, where you did travel, and what you did focus on, which I think is a really nice way to tie the whole journal together. There's also some blank pages for taking notes or writing down people's numbers or contact information or whatever. And in the very back of the journal, we have a page that has paper pockets on both sides where you can keep receipts or notes and things that you pick up throughout the week, or also put little mementos that you want to have with you as you go through your year and collect things that are meaningful to you. The Focus Journal comes in a little pricey at $34. This might be out of some people's price ranges. It was a worthwhile investment for me because I am a student and a teacher, and I have a lot of projects on the side all the time, so I need somewhere that I can get all of that done on one page. The only criticism that I have for this is that when I received it, it was shrink wrapped, and that was within 2 cardboard boxes. And I don't really think that they needed to shrink wrap on top of that, and I hate to see disposable plastic used when I buy things. And the tabs themselves are laminated, which I know is done for durability so that it will last throughout the year and always look really crisp and nice, but I know for a fact that you can have dividers in a planner and that you can use it all year long and beyond that time, and if the lip is far enough over, like this pretty much is, that they won't get damaged because I've made them myself. So the one thing that I would change is reducing plastic both in manufacturing and in shipping, but I'm glad to see that it doesn't have just a plastic cover and it has a really nice metal spiral bound back. So overall, I would say that this is a really great planner. If you are able to invest in it, I would definitely recommend it. But for the rest of our video, you do not need this. You can use any planner that you have. You can even make your own planner. I have often done that just by designing things on the page myself. So let's move over to the table and get started. So I want to give you some tips on how to plan for a balanced month. And the key part of this is planning. Planning ahead. Planning your month, planning your week, and planning your day. If you're not doing that, then it can be really hard to make sure that you're getting everything that you need throughout the month, to make sure that you're planning for both your work and your play and your self-care and every other aspect of your life, including socialization and family and doctor's appointments and all of that. You need to be keeping track in some way, ideally, so that you can make sure that you have time for everything that you need. So my first suggestion would be making a note of things that you want to accomplish across the month as a whole. This is really different from doing day-to-day tasks and things that you need to get done by a certain date, because this allows you to have kind of a big picture, broad view of what you actually want to achieve in the month. You might not want to achieve 10 meetings across 4 days, but you might have to do that. What you might want to accomplish is trying to learn how to cook Italian food, or making sure that you finish your book manuscript. There are a million things that we want to do that we can't fit into our schedule every day because there's just no room in the normal way that we think about what can you fit into a week. So looking at my planner, I've made a note of 3 things that I want to accomplish. These things happen to be 2 work things, 1 teaching, 1 student, and 1 personal project. Because I work at a university, my summers are kind of low-key in terms of scheduling, so there's not a huge amount that I need on my planner page right now. A lot of my time is really flexible, even though I still have a lot to do. So most of my things are going to be written in the to-do space rather than on the day planner itself. But I've made sure to schedule in loosely when I'm going to do my reading, because right now I have a huge amount of reading to do, but I put that in the general part of the day when I want to get that done, and left room for myself to fill in other things that I want to get done around that. So I know that this general chunk of the day in the afternoon is for working. Hopefully I'll get most of it done then, but there's room to put in fun things, errands that I need to run, or other projects around that. I've also scheduled in something that I don't necessarily need to put on a calendar, but is helpful for me to do so. And this is getting more sleep. It's worth thinking about when you sit down to plan, what are the things that you feel you're struggling with or want to build on or work on in terms of self-care to make sure that it gets into your calendar. You might want to journal for a few minutes in order to make sure that you've processed those thoughts and that they're there and they have priority. So a big tip that I have for you to make sure that you get to everything that you need, should, and want to be doing is to mix them all together in one list. Your needs, your wants, your shoulds. So this way you will prioritize everything the same if they are in one list together. If you put everything that you want to do in different lists, that's the things I want to do but I don't have time to do, you're probably not going to get to those at any time soon. So you'll see in my list that I've included changing my bed sheet to something that I need, with my schoolwork, which is something that I should do, with publishing my YouTube videos, which is something that I want to do. So you'll notice if you look at my week view that there are some things that have little hearts next to them. And these are things that I want to do and that I thought of at the beginning of the week, and I made sure to put them in my planner. So even if I'm not in tune with that later on in the week, I'll see that there's a heart next to it and it reminds me this is something that I know deep inside is really good for me and I'm going to enjoy even if I'm really tired and stressed out right now, and I made time to plan for it and put it in my planner, so I probably deserve to do it, and I'm gonna go and take that time for myself. So I really recommend making sure that you plan in things like watching a TV show or taking a walk, so that you always have those things that are actually going to serve you personally without having anything to do with anybody else unless they happen to be a social activity, just so that you are looking after yourself and giving yourself something to look forward to. This planner has space for planning meals. I don't do that a huge amount during the summer because I'm home and I can pretty much just eat what I want when I want, but I have planned a few things that involve cooking things that I need to prep for and things that I've been aspiring to cook and am excited to do. This could be really useful if you're somebody who forgets to eat, or if you're trying to build a routine of making your own lunches and eating more homemade natural food. If you're someone who struggles with eating, you might find it useful to put your meal planning into your day planner itself in the hourly section. So you can say, this is my lunchtime, this is a safe space for me to take time out and eat in a mindful way. Planning for a balanced month is all about self-awareness and really tapping into the things that you want and need. Making sure that those fit into your calendar as much as anything else does, and finding a way that works for you. If the rhythm is through putting it in your hourly planner versus your month view versus your to-do list, just choose the one that will actually remind you to do those things and make you feel comfortable and confident without having stress about getting everything done all the time. Doing this kind of holistic planning is not meant to feel stressful or like you're over planning everything must go in the calendar, you must get everything that comes up on that piece of paper or else you're going to fail at planning, but rather that you're allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to prioritize all the different areas of your life and the things that you really want to be in your planner. I really hope that these planning tips have helped you and that they give you some more insight into the ways that keeping track of your schedule can be a positive self-caring activity rather than something that is stressful and is serving the people that you work for or the world around you and others that you are responsible for. That it's really about looking after yourself and making sure that you have time and room for everything that you need. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and you want more planning videos in the future, or if you are a fan of the Focus Journal and Blogilates. In order to get more guidance on self-care and creativity, please subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications on every video. And don't forget to share pictures of your planner with me on social media. I have the links below. And also, if you drew any mandalas or anything else based on the drawing meditation from our last video, I would love to see the pictures. And thank you so much for all of your wonderful and kind comments. And I look forward to doing more with you in the weeks to come. See you soon. Bye.